So hello everyone and welcome to this vlog. Before I get into this vlog, and this is going to recap pretty much picking up right from the last vlog to pretty much like 2 weeks ago. About 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about the past couple of weeks. Past couple of weeks have been really emotionally draining. Beginning of October, I launched a course. Was in the process of launching a course called Anointed to Sell. And God told me to launch this course. And I'm finally getting back to it. But I literally just full-blown stopped the course because I got distracted. And I'm going to tell you guys how exactly I got distracted and how I'll never do this again. So the way I did this course was I decided to have it be a beta group where it was open and just basically where people could give feedback. And I opened it to a lot of people. It was supposed to only be a small amount. We ended up having it was definitely well over 100 women that ended up, I don't know what the count, I think it was like 120. And I learned a lot of lessons in this that I will never do again. And so what I had done was we started putting the stuff up. We had to move some of the platforms around. We moved it like to Podia. I was using another software that was like off of AppSumo. That was not working. That was never gonna work. I'm glad I never used it. We moved over to Podia. Cool. And I'm just gonna say it, like people who I've never had a part of as my main community, I've built my community over the past several years, actually more so like a decade. And there are people that I know who have been through, whether they've been with us for a year or a couple years or forever. I know faces, I know names. And, if you've been in my Zooms and our community calls, I know people. But then this particular, and this is how I know it's I'm not tripping. The enemy is just going to be the enemy. But man, you talk about some critics. I said it was beta, you know what I mean? But people started emailing and feeling really comfortable to just say whatever. And I'm learning that I am much softer than I thought I was. And some things have affected me that I really didn't think would trip me up this far in the game, but it really had. So I was getting emails telling me that this course, it was not up to par. And I'm telling y'all, it was weird because I had gotten all this great feedback from people who were watching the content, commenting actually on the videos. And then literally each day was a different person that they had never commented on the video content itself within the course portal, but felt free to send me long behind emails of everything that was wrong. And the stuff that was wrong, I'm wait, that doesn't even make sense. But I thank God for two women, Jennifer and Frances. So these two women, Jennifer, Frances, and Marsha. Jennifer, Frances, and Marsha. Because these are women that I have had as supports, as community members, as big sisters in Christ kind of thing. And when they sent their emails, they sent them to really give me honest feedback, but it was good feedback. It was stuff I'm oh yeah, that makes sense. But all these other emails, it really felt like these are people, I don't know who these people are, because when I looked up if they've taken, courses before with me or classes, their emails never pulled up anything else except for this when this beta thing started. So I'm not sure if they came from when one of my Instagram reels went viral and maybe they came from that crowd. But I knew that God told me to launch this course. And I don't know why my mind was thinking that there wouldn't be war. I knew that there was going to be some warfare attached to this, but I did not prepare myself for it. And so my guards were down. Literally, I shut down. I've been getting emails from women hey, is the course, is it finishing up? What's going on with the course? Because God drew women to this course. I literally went into I don't want to call it a depression because I don't like to just, throw out names like that. But it was almost that where then I got sick. It was bad. It just, a lot of things happen at one time, and it's like I just shut down. Just don't get distracted by voices that have never ever been in the ring with you before. But I just want to kind of give some, there are people on the YouTube channel who are in the course, so just want to let you know it is coming. You will get the next modules, but just pray for me. I really ask for your prayers, because I didn't really think it was going to be like that, but it ended up being like that. It was a good lesson. So let's get into the vlog.
Hello, this is Officer Randolph with the Newcastle Sheriff's Department. I'm calling looking for a Genesis Dorsey. If this is Miss Dorsey, please get in contact with me immediately in regards to these urgent legal matters that just came across my desk. You can contact me at 302-391-6945. Again, that's 302-391.
Okay, so this is crazy. This is like, oh my God. Okay, so what happened was that I was getting calls from this phone number. And I was like, what is going on, right? So I called the sheriff's department and I said, do you have the sheriff, by the name that was left on the voicemail? And so the lady was like, oh, let me check. And she's like, but before I check, just to let you know, I know pretty much everyone here and I don't know anybody by that name. So I called the Newcastle police, which I guess is a different department. They got the sheriff's office and you have just the regular county or whatever. And they didn't have anyone by that name. And so then the guy said, well, if you go to our website, which I did check afterwards, they actually have a PDF download for anyone in the area, because this has been going on everywhere around the nation. People are scamming people, impersonating cops, and really they're trying to get money. So they're telling people that your child has been arrested, and what they'll do is, because if they know your first and last name, which this person did, they know, they can research where you live. They'll say that one of your family members, just anything. And then they'll tell you that, that they need money. That the police, that they need money to release them. And that's not even how it works. But it's crazy because I was like, what is going on? So there's that. Okay, so basically kicked off October with transferring to this bag. I have been rocking this bag consistently almost every single day. I'll put the link in the comments. Finish writing store chase. Oh my goodness.
A question mark.
A question mark. So let's do it again. If it's a question, we put a what?
Question mark.
And if it is not a question, we put a what? Up here. So it's
period. I mean period.
Good job.
Our village must have a name, and I know just how to find out. Everyone, to the library! Or I could just look it up online. But the library is an important resource.
Chase, you gotta start at the same place. No running in the street. First person to touch the car, but no running in the street, okay? On your mark. No, it's not fair. That is not how that works. That is not how that works. No, that's not how that works, Chase. You cannot just call it. Don't just go run in the car. That is not how it works. You can. On your mark, get ready, get set, go.
But I want to give you a quick lesson. Some people are blessed just by being connected to you.
No, that's right.
They may not even have the faith, they may not even believe God. But because they're connected to you, they are blessed. That's how strong the blessing is. We see this also in Joseph. The Bible says that Joseph, because of the favor of God that was on Joseph's life, that Potiphar's house was blessed. It wasn't blessed because of Potiphar. Potiphar was an Egyptian that served other gods. But because that Joseph was in the place, that house was blessed. And so there is a connection where the blessing is so strong on you that it Okay, people who don't even know God, serve God, have your faith, they get the triples of what God is doing in your life. That's how strong the blessing is.
So I finally told Babe about the slump that I was in, and literally the very next day he flew in, surprised me, popped up. Like, this man popped up on me. And then because I babysit Tuesdays and Thursdays, my nephews, and we took them to the museum, and he just came just to kind of help my spirits.
You have to scan the banana, don't you?
I already scanned the banana.
Oh, what about the apples?
Oh yeah, I didn't scan the last apple. See, last thing, so you can eat the food.
All right. And how much is that?
That is, how much did you pay for? So I paid for one.
So you already know I have to talk about Asila Golf, right? This would not be a vlog if it was not for Asila Golf. So as you guys know, Asila Golf is an amazing golf clothing company for women, and they sent me their fall collection. I talked a little bit about this in the previous vlog, I think, but this is literally, I am in love with this. This is the watercolors top. I'm in love with this, as well as the Asila Golf black skirt. Again, I was in love with this outfit. Like, I wore this literally the whole day. And of course, Babe took me golfing. And again, he knew this was going to help to uplift my spirit. So went to go play golf. And yeah, shout out to the outfit. Shout out to Asila Golf. Amazing. Link is in the description box. So Babe being Babe, he knows what it takes to just help me to get out those slumps. And he took me to Butcher and Singer, which is one of my favorite steakhouses in Philadelphia. Definitely check them out.
That's so nice. Congrats on finding your person. That is so sweet, you guys. Oh,
It's just stressed out. Oh my god.
that's so nice.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Babe, how sweet is that? That's the effect you have on people. Oh, look at that, babe. No, we're all set.
Like, so pretty. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good job.
Thank you. She's worth it.
So let's talk about the TopGolf, because this was like really amazing. So TopGolf Mount Laurel, that is in New Jersey. It's right outside of Philadelphia, like where Cherry Hill is. And let me get a drink of water. Hold on. Actually, my flavored water is really good. So I have been going there for years, because when I got back to golf, which was like the top of 2021, so I decided to join as a monthly member at the TopGolf Mount Laurel. And the Mount Laurel location is actually like one of the best locations actually like in the entire nation. And believe me, like, I've been to many TopGolfs. They really are one of the best, or one of the better ones. And so I had really established a great rapport with the staff. I literally would be there like a whole day, almost every day. Like, I mean, it was where like I would go to the office, and then after I leave the school, I would be there for hours. And the membership is a steal, because from 9 to 5, you can play for free. Well, not free, but basically with no charge, and you're only paying $100 a month. With tax, I think it's like $104. So you can play from open, which is not 9 to 5. It's like from 10 to 5, unlimited, right? Unlimited time with the balls and, you know, playing with your clubs for only $100 a month. Like, that's like a steal. Like, that's a steal. So if I leave the office like 1 o'clock, it takes me maybe about 30 minutes, 45 minutes to get there. I can play. And if you are familiar with TopGolf, it's like, I think at 10 a.m. and maybe like $30 an hour. Then it goes up by like certain ranges. So like by the time you hit like 3 o'clock, I think it goes up to like $40. By the time you hit 5 o'clock, it's like $50, $60 an hour. So it was definitely worth it to get the membership. And it was great because in the winter, when it's really cold outside, you know, going to regular driving range, like there's no heat, like it's just horrible. And I didn't really want to play inside because like I want to see how far my ball goes and what the read. So at TopGolf in the winter, I was there all the time. So the staff, I knew them really well. Well, this year, I was there like the beginning of the year, but then like, as everything happened, my car accident, I wasn't driving. Then I got engaged. I was in Chicago a lot. Like I have not been there for a while. So that night, Babe was like, hey, you're gonna go TopGolf? I was like, yeah. I was like, can we go to my favorite location, like Mount Laurel? So we got there, and one of the managers, she saw me and she said, oh my goodness, like, where have you been? So I kind of called her up a little bit. I said, yeah, and then, I got engaged. She's like, oh my God, So I was like, yeah, and hey, here's my fiance. So I introduced, him to everyone. And, we didn't think anything of it, because I know them well. So just saying hi, and literally they brought this out and they said, listen, we got you. We're going to pay for your bag. You don't have to pay for anything. I was like, what? Like the bag is the most expensive thing that you're paying. I mean, we were paying, I think it was like 50 something, may have been $60. It was something an hour. So, it's, if we're going to be there for 2 hours, we're paying minimum like I think it's like between like 100, 120. It's like between that range. So they said, we've covered your golf play. I was like, what? So we ended up giving that as a tip to her because we were going to pay it anyway. But I was just so grateful because it just shows you like, it's amazing how people love on you and just are so happy for you. And it just really, really made the trip. And, Babe, he came because I really, again, like all the critics from the course and all that, like I was just like, ugh. And I was, praying get myself out of it. But it's like God knows what you need just to shower that love on you in your time of need. So like that was really great. So yeah. That was
We'll start off. Marlene, video. We'll start right there. Hey guys, just wave. Wait. I'll put things out. There you go.
By the distance of the ball, it's just out of its reach. But
Okay.
so the 2-out double behind.
So we are playing night golf. See the course lit up.
Sit. Too much. Sit. Oh, babe. Yeah. You gotta put it on. He's gonna start next season walking. Yeah, we should finish the season walking.
So Babe surprised me by getting me tickets to Broadway in Chicago to go see A Wonderful World. It basically is a musical about the life of Louis Armstrong and his loves. The man was a philanderer, okay? But outside of that, though, it was a great play. The singing was amazing. The acting, it was amazing. Like, I would go see it 10 times. But yeah, the guy, oh my God, Louis Armstrong, wow, just prayers.
But these bricks are one of the oldest building materials that have been used. It's said that bricks were used over 6,000 years ago. They're made with clay, and when that clay is heated, its chemical composition, it starts to change. And that clay is now hardened. It now becomes durable, it becomes heat resistant. And it's able to withstand all the different elements. And it becomes something that you can build with. And when I'm talking about faithfulness, I'm talking about building something that will last, bit by bit by bit. Building a family that's strong. It might not seem like that one conversation is significant for your child, but it means something that you're building.
Come on now,
it may not seem like serving in the ministry on a Sunday morning at 7 a.m. service. Oh, God bless those faithful people. It may not seem like you missing in action on 1 week means a whole lot, but what happens is when you show up, you're building bit by bit. And sometimes the things that don't mean a lot to us or don't seem significant, we're building bit by
on now. Jesus.
The stronger the house is and can stand the test of time.
Yes.
And when the winds and the rains come, when the snowstorm comes, the house can stand. God uses our faithfulness to advance and build his kingdom here on the earth.
Yes.
He does it through our faithfulness, not void of our faithfulness. He needs our participation. That's why when Jesus went on to be with the Father, he said, you continue in the work. The work that I do, you'll do also, and greater work, because I go to my Father. He wasn't just talking about the miraculous and spectacular. He was also talking about those little things that seem mundane, that are the faithful breaks, week by week, day by day, time by time.
97% of the Earth's water is salt water, which is undrinkable and not usable for growing food.
Critical. With his heavy armor, he tires easily. Gregarious is fast and free. When he aims his trident, Sephir barely sees him through tiny eye holes. It's a hit.
Say the magic word, sit on the heads of pins. The largest weighing only 1/150,000 are etched to tell the story of Outings. The tub is made of silver, and real water flows from the dolphins' mouths. And now we proceed hungrily downstairs to the kitchen.
So, of course, time to go home. And so I flew home in this outfit from Asila Golf. This is from their fall collection. Love this outfit. So to make my healthy baked beans, I use the Hyde beans as well as the Try bean blend, and I mix it together with some sweet onions, and that's it. Literally, that's how I make my healthy baked beans. I used to do Bush's baked beans, but they have a ton of sugar, and so I switched to this much healthier way to do it, and I really enjoy it. Much, again, healthier. And I'm officially an air fry girl, so just put these wings from Costco, amazing, air fryer, then put some Parmesan cheese on top, and my onions and mushrooms, smothered them on, really good.
I didn't get any footage.
Go. On behalf of the 100 Black Men of Philadelphia, I'm Walt Kirkland. I appreciate you. I do their celebrity events across the country. We just did a big one in Atlanta. We raised $50,000 for HBCUs. Make some noise. $50,000 off HBCUs.
Well, sweet. Appreciate you guys coming out today. Like I said, this was our inaugural event. Definitely want to give props to the team, Brother Dixon, Brother Batchelor, Brother Cheney, but most importantly, Vice President Brother LaShore right here. I'm sure a lot of you people got a lot of phone calls from this brother right here. He is definitely the one who made this happen. Definitely proud.
So the Greens ladies showed up in full effect. I won the longest drive award for the women. So yes, had a blast.